Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to our pre-race camp call for the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon. My name is Christian, excited to have you on either live or watching this afterwards. We're super pumped for race day. So we just want to take a few minutes to share with you a few things regarding the event itself, kind of go over what are some of the things that you maybe should expect on race day, and answer any questions. So we realize that some of you may be veterans, some of you may be new to the organization. So we want to be able to answer all of those questions and give you a chance to get to know the organization a little bit. So I'm going to share my screen here so that you guys are able to kind of see what's going on. So hold on one sec while I do that. Oops, that stopped my video. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay, so here we go. All right, share screen. Okay, beautiful. Hopefully you can see this. We're going to play this here, so hopefully this is on your screen. So here we are, guys, at the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon. This is our birthday race. We're super excited about this event. It's got a lot of history for us. So just to give you a little background on that, in 2009, this was the first marathon that my wife and our good friend Mary and I participated in, and it was the first marathon before My Team Triumph existed, and we did that race, and it was there was a great news coverage for it and incredible response by the community of wanting to get involved. So it's our birthday race. We're going to have cake. It's also going to be one of our premier events. So we're going to have this giant tent and food for everyone, for you as a participant and your family that are coming there to be part of the event, to cheer you on. So we're just super excited about this. It's one of our favorite events. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we're going to go over today. So we're going to start off with some introductions, and hopefully you know who I am. My name is Christian. Also, other people that you should know, you've probably been getting emails from Carla, who's our Director of Operations, as well as, there she is, as well as Kelly, our Director of Development. And so these are our staff. Also, we have our crew leader. His name is Sean DeCur, and then his co-leader, Cliff Goodacre, as well as all the other crew in the Northeast region, which this event is part of. And they will be there on race day. If you've been to the training runs and at Bellin and Green Bay, you've met many of them. You've seen them there before. So they're the peeps that are really doing all the work to make this happen. And we're super grateful for them. So that's us. A little bit about this call. So I'm going to be muting pretty much everyone so that you guys just can listen. You can munch on your snacks, whatever you got going on over there. Feel free to, if you'd like, to type in some questions along the way in the chat feature, or we'll save a little bit of time at the end where you can ask questions. I'll unmute everyone, or you can unmute yourself, and we will ask some questions. If you are not watching this live and you have questions, just reply to the email that you get this in, or send us a message at info@myteamtriumph-wi.org. Super important that you guys feel like you understand kind of how the day is going to unfold and feel part of the process. So overall, we're going to take about 30 minutes on this call, and we'll get you back to eating lunch or back to work, wherever you are, real quick. So the first thing I'd like to do, guys, is just show you our collective impact video. And this is from the 2017 season. If you've been involved with us, or you've kind of you were at the gala, or you've been kind of following us on Facebook, you may have seen this. But I think this is really important because it kind of helps set the tone of what is My Team Triumph really all about? You know, what is the impact that we seek to have? What is our mission? What are our values? And so we're going to watch that real quick and enjoy it. Okay, so here we go. On to maybe the video. All right, there it is, our collective impact video. Guys, we are super pumped that you are going to be part of this race with us. I want to just ahead of time say thank you, angels, captains, donors, everyone that's been involved. You guys are having an impact that is far beyond what you see and feel in your experience. People see this, they see it as a spectator, they see it as a runner, and it changes their life as well. We get emails all the time from people that say, oh my gosh, I saw your teams out in the race and I cried and it completely changed my life. And, you know, so you guys are having that impact. This is a super important thing that you guys are doing, very, very valuable to the community. So again, thank you for being part of this team. We're working to build this more inclusive community, break down these barriers, and build authentic relationships. So that's what you guys are doing. A little bit about our vision, our mission, our values, so that you understand our core. So our goal, our end goal, is really to create this community which embraces, celebrates, and empowers those with diverse abilities. And we do that kind of through our mission, which is focused on building these relationships between people of diverse abilities through community athletics. We want to create an experience in these races that is energizing, that is challenging, that brings people of all abilities together. And we believe that is an essential thing to the formula of inclusion. It's truly community-based, and it is bringing people of completely different backgrounds and connections together to accomplish this goal. And through that challenge, these relationships get formed. It just naturally happens. So, so that's a little bit about us and our core. All right, so now we're going to talk about the plan, okay? So the race day plan, this is how we're going to roll things out over the course of the weekend. If you've done the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon, you know there's a lot going on. First of all, we not on this plan is we are going to be at the expo. So we will be there. You know, if you want to come and say hi and check us out, I'd love for you to do that. So we will be there in force. I also want to mention that we will be picking up everyone's packet, okay? So if you signed up with us, we go ahead and let the race know, and we will be picking all of that information up. So do not worry about that. All of that will get taken care of for you. All you got to worry about is being there on race day. So The full marathon is starting us off. So we're going to have a volunteer crew that are going to be there on Saturday and Sunday, nice and early, to get our tent set up. So if you're a volunteer crew on Sunday, then we're looking at about 4:45 to get everything ready to go. As I mentioned, this is one of our premier events. We just did one in Eau Claire last weekend, and it is awesome. Let me just tell you that. It is so cool. So huge, giant tent, 40 feet by 40 feet, 22 feet tall in the air. You can't miss it. We're going to have tables with food from Festival Foods, stretching area, music going, just this awesome experience. You can check your gear there. This is a place that we're going to hang out before and after the race itself. So super excited for you guys to see this. Full marathon captains and angels, we're going to start with you guys. So we're asking you guys to be there at 5:30. And that's where you're going to come to the tent, go to the check-in table, and you just let them know who you are. If you're new to the team, you're going to get your angel shirts, you're going to get your packets, you're going to be able to give any offline donations that you've collected to the check-in person, and then they'll instruct you of, go grab your coffee. That's probably the first thing you're thinking about in the morning. Well, guess what? We have that for you. We'll have some snacks as well. So I'm sure you're going to want to have your breakfast. That's important. You want to have your breakfast that you're used to having before the race. But we'll also have some other snacks there for you, and some coffee. So go grab that coffee and make yourself comfortable while you're there. Location, again, of the tent is going to be basically on the corner of Oneida and Lombardi. So I don't know if I'm doing this right for you, but if you're used to Green Bay, Oneida kind of runs north-south, Lombardi runs east-west, basically where those two meet. So in the corner of that parking lot, again, big giant white tent with their logo on it, big truck, you won't miss it. So that's where you're going to meet. There's parking all around if you get there early enough. Otherwise, there's parking down the streets, various spots there. But just make sure you guys arrive, whether you're there for the half of the full. You come with enough time to make sure you get there with that in mind. Okay, so 5:30 arrival. Once you guys get there, we'll work on in between then and 6:15. It's grab some chow. Captains get into the chairs. We're going to have our meeting at 6:15 with the full marathon teams. We've got a number of full marathon teams. We want everyone to be there, whether you're doing a relay or whether you're doing the whole distance yourself, partially because this is about the community, right? And we want this whole team to have our pre-race meeting, the energy, the picture, all that great stuff. So we're asking everyone to be there. We'll go over the plan again. We'll talk about the race course itself. Like I mentioned, we'll do a picture, we'll do a prayer, and then we're going to head to the start line at 6:45. That allows you enough time to get to the bathroom if you need to. And our full team will start right around 7 o'clock, right behind Wave A. So that Wave A will go off, and then the full marathon teams will go off after that. And then there'll be a little delay of the rest of the waves. So what's neat about that is we're pretty much right up front, and you guys are going to have that VIP experience out there on the course. So that's the full. While you guys are out there, of course, we want to make sure that everyone has their phone, that each team have a phone with them. You can reach us in case you have an emergency or need some mechanical support. And we'll give you those phone numbers on race day that you can use to call us. As you guys start, full marathon teams, as you guys start, we want you to move over to the right side of the road. And so all of our teams are going to have different paces. As the paces kind of work their way out, move over to the right side of the road so that when the other runners come, they can pass you guys, okay? So, and that's really just good feedback for everyone. We want to make sure that all the teams are able to get through the course in a safe and productive way. while also being aware of the other runners, right? So full marathon's going. Let's talk about half. So at 6:50, that's when we're asking the half marathon captains and angels to come, same place, same tent, same truck, all that good stuff. At that point, the full marathoners will be in the corral, and then it'll just be half marathoners coming to say hello. Same thing before. We'll have our we'll have our team meeting at the tent at 7:15. So almost 30 minutes later, we'll do our welcome message, our team picture, our prayer, all that good stuff. 7:45, we'll head to the start. The exact same kind of layout of the start. So Wave A will go, and then our teams will go after that. Okay. Now, teams as you finish, a couple things to note. Want to make sure that you are going through Lambeau, because that's one of the greatest things, in a safe way. So if you've done this race before, you know that as you get into the stadium, there's a bit of a bottleneck, right? You're going through the tunnel, people are going in, they're coming out. It's basically single file on both sides. So we want to make sure that we obviously have the angel pushing the chair. The other angels are either in front or in back of the chair, leaving some room so other people can pass. So and that really goes for the whole course. Just be aware of areas that are tight, are constricted, okay? As you come out of the stadium, it opens up a bit, and you're able to breathe a little bit. But as you guys are finishing the race, we ask that you, especially if we have captains that want to get out of the chair and walk, pull that chair off to the side, right or left. It's really your choice. Allow that captain to get out of the chair. Angels, you're there to both support that captain with whatever way they need. So this is a conversation that you want to have while you're running. Hey, what do you think about the finish? Do you want to walk? Do you want to run? It's a great experience if you can do that. If the captain wants to do that, it's totally awesome. So just make sure that you're supporting that captain as they safely go across the finish line. And then, of course, make sure there's an angel that's bringing the chair behind so that the captain, when they're done, they can hop back in the chair and feel good. Okay? Awesome. One more note regarding kind of safety out on the course is both the half and the full have narrow spots, kind of like the Lambeau entrance and exit. And there may be times in which, in order to navigate through that area, you kind of have to go single file, and maybe the team with the chair, or the angel with the chair, is going to go ahead a little bit. Totally okay. That's just what you need to do from a safety standpoint. But as you kind of pass that area, as it opens up a bit, as you have more real estate, whoever's pushing the chair, just make sure you pull off to the side, walk a bit, allow the rest of your angels to regroup, okay? This is a team experience. This is all about you guys coming together as a group. It's not a race. It's very much an experience. You're gonna love it. So take your time, take a ton of selfies, enjoy the day, especially enjoy the time you have together and that finish line. Don't worry about flying across the finish line, qualifying for Boston. Just enjoy this experience that you guys get to have together. That's really what it's all about. After you finish, you're going to go through the corral, get your medals. You can grab anything you want from the whole kind of village, if you will, but you want to make your way back to where we started with the tent, and that's where we'll have our post-race celebration. So that's where the activity is, guys, after the race. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. Okay. A few things before we get into tips and tricks. I want to talk about roster. So if you've gotten our emails, which if you're on this call, you have been, there is a link to the email. I do want to note a couple things. We are looking for many more angels at this point. So if you know of anyone, family, friend, even if they're already signed up to do the race themselves, it's okay. We're looking for more angels. We've got a lot of captains. It's just awesome. And we really want everyone to be able to race. So So that's kind of like what I would ask is you, as we get off this call, is to think about who you might know that would be interested in joining us, and give them a challenge, give them an invitation to be part of the experience. Sound good? Awesome. So, but if you have any questions about who you're paired with, if you feel like, hey, I was supposed to be with this person, that you just want to reply to that email, Carla will help you out and be able to get you situated in the right situation. Okay. Tips and tricks. So this is kind of going off of a little bit of when you're out on the course. So there's a few things you want to think about that we found are important as it relates to equipment and safety and all that good stuff. So let's talk first about the chairs, the equipment. So pretty much every chair has a hand brake, which is up by the handlebar. And this brake typically will brake the front wheel. Now, that brake itself doesn't provide a ton of stopping power, okay? It's a great thing to use if you just want to slow, if you're on a flat and you want to slow just a little bit, tap that brake, it's awesome. We recommend if you're going downhill, however, you can use the brake, but you want to make sure that you are, just holding back, get your other angels, just going slowly, walking down those hills if you need to. So basically, guys, you are the brake as angels, okay? So you want to make sure that you just have full control. Don't rely too much on that front wheel for that brake, okay? And I'm seeing some questions that are coming in here. Feel free to put those up there and let us know. All right. So next, okay. Hold on one sec. Okay, back to tips and tricks. Okay, we'll get to those questions, Stacy, at the end. All right, so back to tips and tricks. Also, if you feel like your chair is pulling to the left or right, that's also something that happens. We will test the chairs when we put them together, and as you're walking to the start, you want to give it a test, give it a little push down a straight line, see if it's pulling left or right, and we want to fix that right away. Now, if you're out on the course and you find it pulling, you can fix that. All you need to do is stop the chair, have someone go around to the front, loosen up the quick release, okay? Usually you just have to tap the wheel. You might need to tap it hard to get it all the way in. A lot of times that wheel is just not all the way centered. If that doesn't fix it, then you just need to turn it slightly, very little, in the opposite direction and tighten that quick release back up, okay? It may take a few times. Be patient. It's worth you fixing that at the beginning of the race. And it may, as you do turns on the course, it may kind of get just slightly off. Guys, just the littlest misalignment of that front wheel makes that thing just slightly go off to the right. And that can bug you a bit. So get that taken care of right at the beginning of the race itself. But know that you can also change that, okay? Also, the back wheels are basically a quick release wheel too. If you have a flat tire, you can call us. We'll work to get one out based on the accessibility of the course and where you are. We can get you another wheel. There's just a pin. We pull it out. We put a new one in. It's quick. However, if you do experience a flat tire, you can unlike, say, your bike, you can continue to push that chair. They're very strong, very sturdy. It's just going to be more of an adventure for you. It's going to be a little more challenging. You're going to remember the race a little bit more. So just because you have a flat tire doesn't mean you can't stop. If you're near the finish, I would say just finish. If you're out on the course, give us a call. We'll get there eventually, but keep going. You don't have to stop wherever you are, okay? In the back of your chair, you also have a couple of water bottle sleeves, and you have a cargo case. So this is where you can keep any fuel, your phones for selfies, all that great stuff, okay? So feel free to utilize those areas for clothing, gear, food, whatever you want, all right? Speaking of selfies, speaking of phones, we highly encourage you guys to be very active on race day with those phones. So taking selfies, taking videos, doing live videos, use our hashtag #RunLikeAngels, especially on Instagram, so we can see them. Guys, I got to share something with you. We were at the Eau Claire Marathon last weekend, and our teams were out on the course doing this, and I was back sitting with the families of some of the captains. It was their first time participating with us. They'd never been to a race before, so you can imagine how nervous they are, right? And I was just kind of pulling up this hashtag, seeing if anyone was posting stuff, and I saw that some of the angels were putting photos and videos up, and I was able to show mom and dad this photo of their son out in this race and the energy on their face, the excitement they had, and they were dumbfounded. They just have never seen that in them. So we do that because we want the families to kind of know what are they experiencing out on the course. You know, they're only getting the pre and the post. And so as much as you guys can do that in a safe way, do it. All right. Share those stories, share those memories. It's a great thing. Okay. All right. So let's talk next about fundraising. So this is a big part of my Team Triumph. We can't put these opportunities on without your fundraising. So first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone. We have some great fundraisers out there that are doing an amazing job sharing the passion that they have for our mission and soliciting donors to support our organization. Guys, we put on 50 events all over the state of Wisconsin. We provide more than 29,000 training and racing opportunities. Let me say that again. We provide more than 29,000 training and racing opportunities. And all of that happens because of the support that you guys are able to raise through these events and the sponsors that we have, all of that great stuff. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of the hard work that you guys do. We want you to have an amazing race day experience, which is why there's no upfront cost to participate, and it's free for captains as well. And so any efforts that you guys can do, we find the week and 2 weeks before the race is really the best time to fundraise because there's a lot of this energy and excitement for the event itself. So if you've not gotten a jump on your fundraising, it's not too late. Do not worry at all. You can definitely do that. I want to give you a few tips. So first of all, the number one tip that I want to share with you is be the first to donate on your page. Why is this important? So when you're out fundraising, one of the hardest things to do is go from zero to something. If you share your page and people go and see it and they show zero, psychologically people want to contribute to something that's closer to the end of the goal, if that makes sense. So by you contributing first, it demonstrates your commitment to our mission. You have kind of investment in it, and you're showing how you want this to be successful. So that's number one. Make a donation yourself. It could be whatever your registration would have been, or whatever you are compelled and able to give yourself, okay? Number two, think about 5 people, family and friends, close people, mom and dad, aunts and uncles, coworkers, you know, whoever, your dog, and send them a Facebook message, a text message, a phone call, something very personal, inviting them to be part of your event as a sponsor, as a donor, okay? Make it personal. Talk about why, share a story, share a photo, share a video. Then, number 3, the tip is then you're gonna post it on social media, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, use our hashtag, share the link to your fundraising page, and also use Facebook as a means to thank people publicly, okay? Share progress as more people donate, share progress posts, all that on social media. So again, number 1, make your first contribution yourself. Number 2, personally ask 5 people that you know will give something. And then number 3, then you're going to go public with it. And 9 times out of 10, guys, after you do step 1 and 2, you've already met your goal of $250. So Step 3 is really just taking it to the next level, right? So follow those steps, and I know you guys are going to rock it. You're going to hit it out of the park on your fundraising, okay? So we want to do a shout out to our top fundraisers at this point. Here's our top 3. Stacy, AJ, and Cody, and Jody, you guys are doing great. Our top 3 fundraisers. Way to go, guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Let's get a little competitive out there. Let's see, if someone can up the goal here and make that big push. So, all right. So that's a little bit about fundraising, guys. I am going to stop my screen here, and we're going to go into some questions and allow you guys an opportunity to ask questions, right? So I'm going to pull up this chat message. I got a message from Stacy, and if you have a question, you can message it itself. Otherwise, unmute yourself, and we can answer that question. So, okay, so one of the questions that Stacy asked is, if we know someone who has participated, who has already signed up for the Cellcom, and we invite them to become an angel because we have a need, do they still need to pick up their packet? Yes, the answer is they would, since they have registered, we're asking them to pick up their packet, and Carla can jump on if I have that incorrect and correct me if that. But that way it's safe. That way they know that they've gotten it. So yes, if they could, that would be awesome. Are there any other questions right now? And again, everyone is muted. So if you're trying to talk and I'm not listening to you, it's because you are muted. And I see Carla's on. So Carla, are you going to correct me on that last one there?
I am.
Okay. Good.
If they are already registered with the event itself, I will still include them on our roster, which I will be sending the race to have our packets pulled. I'll just make a note that they've already registered with the event. So they will be included, though, in that master list that I send.
Great.
So their names will be pulled with our packets.
Great. Thank you.
No, we will grab them.
We will grab them. I was wrong.
We will grab them.
We get your packets.
Yeah, and I see that 4 people have signed up since late last night. We've got 4 more angels signed up. We still need some more, though, guys. So
yes, we definitely still need some more.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of teams
oh my goodness, we have so many captains that signed up, and that it's just awesome.
Yeah.
So now we just need some legs and some lungs.
Yep.
Legs and lungs.
Legs and lungs.
Legs and lungs.
Awesome. Is there anything regarding the race day that I missed out, Carla, that you want to share?
No, I think you covered all of it. I'm excited for green beans.
Green beans.
I literally just made like green beans for my kids who are crying in the background. No, I'm excited for Green Bay to experience this premiere event. Like you were saying, we just had this out in Eau Claire, and hopefully you saw some photos and videos. But please plan on bringing your family, on bringing your friends. We have space for everyone. If you see someone on the course that you know, which I'm sure a lot of you will, please invite them over to come see what MTT is and to experience it. Plan on, spending some time with us before the race. Again, we'll have snacks. I know nutrition, is a big one before you run. But we will have bagels, bananas, oranges. We have noon there, some noon tabs and water for you beforehand, and coffee as well if you need that. Do you like this hair? This was the 4 a.m. workout hair that Carla didn't shower and it's still happening. You like this? So that'll be provided beforehand. Again, it's for all of our athletes and all of our friends and family. So, please invite them along. When you come back, you're going to have a lunch waiting for you. Are we doing sandwiches again from Festival?
Yeah, we got Festival Foods.
Festival Foods is providing you guys monster subs. So, you're going to come back to sandwiches and chips. And again, all of that is for all of you that are participating and all of your family and friends. So again, please plan on, having them with. We have space for them to sit. We love talking to them during the race. I think you mentioned, take advantage of social media while you're out on the course teams. It was really awesome being able to show their friends and family at the MTT tent what was going on the race course.
Yeah.
I know you had a story. I have a story too. There was a different captain. He came and was very, very shy. Captain Brendan was very, very shy.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom, it was his first time being a captain and wasn't able to make it to a training run. So this was first time for him. And was this what you were talking about, Christian? The same captain? No. Yeah. And his mom was like, well, I hope this goes okay. He's really shy and really reserved. So we'll see if he even talks. To his angels while he's out there. And their team posted a video of him running through this, I think it's called the Blue and Gold Mile.
Yep.
On Eau Claire's campus. But the street's kind of lined with students and stuff. And they had his chair pulled over to the side because as they were running, he had his hand out. And he's high-fiving all the college girls, right?
Yeah.
As he goes by. And his family was blown away. They couldn't believe that he was that out there and enjoying it and, kind of let go a little bit and was having a really great time. So we saw another captain dancing, dance party in the middle of it. Yep. Mile 8.8 dance party. It was great. So please take advantage. The families love to see that stuff. Post it on our Facebook page. Again, #RunLikeAngels. And it's really a completely different experience, you guys. It's going to be awesome.
For sure. Awesome.
Not as awesome as my hair currently, but
it's big. It's big.
Well,
I do also want to mention, guys, that we have, if you've seen the roster, we have some open spots for captains. I should say we have open spots for angels. We have unassigned captains, if you will, at this point. If you see your name is not associated with an angel yet, it doesn't mean you can't participate.
Yep.
We are beating the street.
Don't worry.
We are going to do every single thing we can to make sure you get be able to participate.
Yes.
So
you will, you will absolutely be participating.
We'll get you there.
Absolutely. We're gonna do this. There's a ton of chatter going on right now.
I can push two.
Christian can you pull one?
I can pull one around my waist. And,
yeah, that's perfect. No, it's going to be great. People are really responding well. I see all of you guys out there who are already participating, really digging into your networks and your friends and saying, hey, come on and join me. Keep doing that. We're not going to have any captains. No captains are sitting out on the sidelines. We're going to find angels for all of you. Don't worry. It is going to be a magnificent, awesome day. The team is huge. The roster is a huge roster. We had so many captains sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. A huge party.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. That's the motto. It's going to be great.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day. We're super pumped. We have a couple of swag. Yeah, so we have our swag shop.
Yes.
That is going to be there on race day. And we've got some stuff. We'll have tank tops.
We've got brand new muscle tees, T-shirts, a few different items that from the online store. If you've updated on the online store, there are some new things just for the summer, just for these premier events that we're selling. So if you got stuff last year, awesome. But we got new stuff this year that you're going to really want to have. So swag shop.
Yeah, definitely. So we take all forms of payment and also donuts. So please bring those.
Actually, more donuts than anything else.
we can make a trade there. So feel free to do that. And there was something else I was going to say. I can't remember now. But we are going to have cake. It's our birthday race, so we'll have a cool cake for everyone afterwards. And it's just going to be an awesome day.
Which birthday is this? Is this 9?
This is 9.
This is 9.
Yeah.
Birthday number 9. Last one in the single digits. Right?
8, yeah. I always get it mixed up because it was 2010 was our first year, so 0 was 1.
Gotcha.
So,
That's a lot of math.
Oh, man, I had to
there were toes.
I probably got wrong still. Someone's gonna message me.
That's all right.
Anyway, we have 2 more training runs, 3 more. Sorry, 3 more training runs. We have tomorrow night, if the weather holds out. We have Saturday morning, this coming Saturday morning, and we also have next Wednesday. So if you've not gotten to a training run yet, please join us. Those are the ones in Green Bay. If you're in a different region, we have all those other trainings as well. If you go to our website, click on Get Involved, then click on Local Training Runs. You'll see all the different regions. Choose one that's closer to you and sign up, RSVP on the sign up page, join them. So guys, thank you so much. We're super pumped to have you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. But again, if you know of anyone that wants to participate as an angel, bug them, plead with them, get them involved. They'll love it. Rock your fundraising. Keep doing that. We can't do this without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring donuts and money for swag. Okay.
Done.
And then we'll be all good. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your support. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.